All right.
Hello, guys, and welcome to the MMA Brothers podcast. It's Daryl,
It's Asher.
and we're talking UFC Fight Night, post-fight, Rozenstuik versus Gane. So we're going to take you through the main card only. One fight was taken off the main card, Angela Hill versus Ashley Yoder. Well, we're going to start at the bottom with Alex Bruce Leroy Caceres versus Kevin Croom. So I'll take this one, Asher. It was an interesting fight. I mean, Kevin Croom came there to wrestle and put on the pressure because Bruce Leroy is one of the most unorthodox strikers you're going to see. And he's very, very hard puzzle to solve. So a lot of people beat him by just taking him down and controlling him. But I felt that when Kevin was going in on his entries, he kept getting hit a lot. And then it's also in a grueling, there's a heavy pace he was pushing, right? So Kevin's a very experienced fighter. Maybe this is not the best matchup styles make fights, but it's good to see that Alex Caceres' takedown defense has gotten a lot better. His gas tank is there. I think, maybe a little bit more cardio would have been better for Alex because he could have finished the fight numerous times when he had hurt Kevin. But I don't know if he was too gassed or if he was scared of getting taken down, but he never finished it. So, a ranked opponent, sure, but I'd like to see Alex get the finish against in these types of fights. What did you think, Asher?
I completely agree. Alex Caceres had plenty of opportunities to finish the fight. That third round was pretty brutal for Kevin Croom. That gas tank was low. He was getting hit with some shots, and like this guy just hung in there. I was surprised he made it to the 5 minutes.
He's elite. Kevin Croom,
yeah.
I'm just saying that guy's elite.
I was like, yeah. I mean, obviously Bruce Leroy, the guy was doing his thing on the feet like he always does. His taekwondo is amazing, and like you said, his takedown defense has gotten much better.
Defended Kevin 15 Croom, takedowns.
Yeah, Kevin Croom. Yeah, I don't know what he's made out of, but that was amazing how he was able to hang in there in the third round. So nothing else to say. Bruce Leroy is that guy. If you can get past him, then I guess you're ready for the ranked fighters in the division. But he's always this guy that kind of hangs in like the top 20 to top 15 of the division. And then if you can beat him, then he can start to make your name for yourself against the ranked opponents. But we'll move on. I'm not even going to discuss who's next for Bruce Leroy.
Are you taking this
one? I'll take it. And I was just gonna say, the merch. Daryl's the plug. If you can see he's wearing the MMA Brothers shirt. So if you want some merch, guys, let us know. We can hook you up. Moving on to the next fight, we got Pedro Munhoz versus Jimmy Rivera. Talk about leg kicks. Oh my god. I wish there was a stat to show how many calf kicks. During the fights, obviously they show them, but finding those stats like after the fight are quite hard. But yeah, I think Jimmy Rivera ate at least.
You can find them.
Does it show strikes by target? Oh, there we go. 40 leg kicks he absorbed. Right. That's a lot of leg kicks to take. I mean, honestly, in the UFC they say just taking at least it's like what, maybe 5 or 6 solid leg kicks will immobilize a fighter, you know? Three?
They said three on the right spot and you're done.
Yeah, exactly. So, and the way Pedro was throwing them, you could hear, like, honestly, some of the leg kicks that later, it was like, pa! And I was like, bro, how this guy still walking after that leg kick goes mad? Like the leg kick sounded like a punch to a body, like a nice body shot. That's how those leg kicks were sounding. And like, Jimmy Rivera cannot fight southpaw. He tried for a little bit and like he was like, nah, I can't do this, bro.
Yeah, because you still need to push off. You still need to push off that back leg, even when you're in southpaw, right? Like depending on the punch that you're throwing, you're throwing power strikes, right? So you kind of need to like, lean off of that leg too. So it was, let's not criticize a guy whose leg was that compromised.
No, I know, but like you've seen people like Max Holloway, a bunch of other fighters switch stances when like their leg is banged up and they can fight in a different stance. But yeah, Rivera tried to do it for a little bit, but then he went back to his traditional stance, then got kicked again, and he's like, ugh! Usually fighters like would try and like hold the pain or kind of disguise like they're not hurt, but he was genuinely taking deep breaths and like lifting his leg after the kick. So he's like, ugh! I was like, yo, and Michael Bisping made me laugh because the cornerman, or is it the doctor? One of the people that work went straight to ice Rivera's leg between his round because he didn't even ask. Rivera didn't need to ask for the ice. They already knew where to put the ice. They're like, yeah, we need to ice this guy's leg, bro. This guy's leg's mod. So yeah, Bisping. I just posted this on MMA Brothers. He seems like on our Instagram page, he seems like he's not a big fan of the leg kicks. I'm totally cool with them. I mean, it's a strategy to it.
Calf
It is
kicks,
MMA.
calf kicks to be specific.
Oh,
Like leg
sorry,
kicks
calf
and calf
kicks.
kicks are. It's a specific type of leg kick, but yeah.
Exactly. So yeah, Michael Bisping doesn't seem to be a big fan of them, but at the end of the day, it's MMA. You can do whatever like within the rules, obviously. So it's a totally effective maneuver. I know some people are kind of off of because McGregor lost to them, but that's a story for another day. Pedro Munhoz, he lost, I think, the first fight to Jimmy Rivera years ago, and now he's gotten his win back. He was the underdog. I regret not putting money on him because Munhoz is a beast. And yeah, it looks like Munhoz is going to get like maybe a top 5, 6, 7 opponent next. And I'm excited. The guy's never been knocked out in his career. He's got a chin from hell. Like his chin is just mod. Some of the punches he was eating, I'm like, yeah, I don't know how Munhoz is taking these punches, but what did you think about the fight?
Yeah, some similar testament. I'm giving Jimmy much more credit than you are in terms of fighting from southpaw with a leg that compromised. Bro, he couldn't even put weight on it. Like after Pedro would kick him, he'd have to like shake the nerves back into his leg every single time he got kicked. I'm like, God damn. And
that's fucking illegal.
And his leg was swollen and purple in the first round, and he kept fighting. Second round keeps getting chopped. I'm like, Jimmy's really got to knock him out. Like, you got to just throw caution to the wind. Yeah, I'm going to get tagged, but, like, I just got to put this guy away. You know what I'm trying to say? And hats off to Jimmy. I wouldn't really move him in the rankings. I would leave him there. Pedro's a very, very good fighter. I think TJ Dillashaw should come back and fight Pedro because Garbrandt is, he's already KO'd him a bunch of times. And the champ of this division is Peter Yan, Aljo, and then there's Corey. And then who's after Corey in the rankings? Frankie, right? And then Frankie got KO'd.
Yeah, Frankie was.
And then there's Jose Aldo. So there's a lot of fights to pick from above. I think Pedro versus Jose Aldo, that fight already happened. They gave it to Jose, right?
I don't think they fought. Have they? Munhoz and Jose Aldo? I don't think so.
Who did he get robbed against, though? Or was it Frankie?
His first fight at 135, he fought Moraes, right? And then like it was a split decision loss for Jose Aldo, but then Dana White still gave him the title shot against Peter Yan. And then Aldo fought Peter Yan, and then he lost. And then Aldo fought recently. I think he beat who did he beat? I can't remember.
He beat someone. But no. So I think Pedro lost to Frankie Edgar. It was Edgar that I was thinking of.
Yeah. He lost a split decision to Edgar. That's right.
Yeah, which was BS. I thought Pedro won that. But yeah, so I think that moving in that direction, Pedro should look to fight someone ranked well above him. Maybe Jose Aldo. Maybe he already lost to Frankie. After Corey gets his chance, the loser of the title fight should fight Pedro. I think because like the winner's obviously going to fight Corey, and then or TJ Dillashaw, whoever's coming up. And Jimmy, I was almost more impressed with Jimmy's performance than Pedro in the sense that this dude was still almost finishing Pedro with a leg that was chopped liver. You know what I'm trying to say? Like he couldn't even put any weight.
I have no idea how you're still throwing power strikes with that messed up leg. I was like, that's crazy because at the end of the fight, like the guy was throwing heavy, and I'm like, yo,
I know he was landing.
With one leg. Yeah,
I was like, yo,
Munhoz's chin is mod. This guy would eat a heavy uppercut. Munhoz's like, let's keep going, bro. I'm like, yo, this guy's mod. And yeah, by the way, Jose Aldo's last win was Marlon Vera. So he fought a couple months ago. He beat Marlon Vera. But yeah, Pedro Munhoz is a beast. And like you said, I think Jose Aldo's probably the next opponent for him. You can break this one down.
Yeah, Montana De La Rosa versus Mayra Bueno Silva. There's a very, very good stand-up fight, guys. There's lots of heavy strikes. Montana De La Rosa had one pretty bad hematoma above her eye at the end of the fight. She's getting blasted with head kicks because Montana was trying to clinch. A lot of let's see how many times she attempted to take it. Yeah, 12, right? She got 3 of 12, right? And Silva got a point deduction, which cost her the fight. for stopping a takedown with the fence grab, right? So
Mhm.
it was a pretty interesting fight, like pretty even in the stand-up when you look at strikes. But I think that Bueno Silva landed way heavier strikes. She rocked De La Rosa numerous times, and De La Rosa didn't really hurt Silva for majority of the fight. And I think that she thought her path to success was on the ground with the takedowns and transition. Good idea, because every single time they'd exit the clinch, Bueno would blast her with head kicks, like switch stance, left kick, power kick right to the dome. And I was just like, how is De La Rosa still standing? But good on her. Very exciting performance. Very impressed with these two ladies. I'm not sure what's next for either of them in the division. I'm not really well versed with their division. So good job by both ladies. Majority draw, but Bueno Silva definitely earned that victory without the point deduction.
Yeah, like you said, like it would have been an easy victory for Silva, but like that fence grab was pretty bad. I thought it was a little harsh to deduct a point because, like, how many times do you see? No. Hear me out. Hear me
If
out.
fence
Hear
grabs,
me
stops,
out.
takedowns,
Fence
it's always a
grabs,
point.
yes, it's not. It doesn't have to be a point deduction because what the referee can do is if they notice a fence grab, then what they can do is they can reverse a position. So let's just say Montana De La Rosa was getting a takedown, and then there's a fence grab. The referee can place them on the ground with De La Rosa on top. Do you know what I'm saying? That's one thing they can actually do.
No, because you're stopping. That's the rule. If you stop a takedown by a fence grab, it is a point deduction. That is the rule. There's no
I have seen
area.
that. No, I've seen that before. Where like if they'll see it, like I forget which referee did it, but there was a foul like on the fence. I think it was a fence grab or something, and they stopped it, and then they put the fighters back in the position because of fence grab. So I don't know why that scenario was different, but regardless, the I guess the point deduction was appropriate, and she should have gotten a win, but she didn't. That sucks too because she probably missed out on a win bonus and stuff like that too. So it is what it is. So, anyways, we can move on.
Yeah, Krylov versus Magomed Ankalaev. Do you want to take this one or I do it?
I'll take it. So yeah, Nikita Krylov, he's a guy. I don't remember him being that jacked, but he's a guy that has been, he's experienced guy. He's plenty of fights. He's very, very good at his kickboxing. Actually, I think I picked him to win this fight. Actually, but then we got Magomed Ankalaev. Who's obviously in a hot win streak right now. I think he's won 6 straight, if I'm not mistaken. And he beat Kutilaba in his last fight by KO. And this fight was just really, really good showing by Ankalaev. I think he won like 29-28 on all scorecards, if I'm not mistaken. You can see the strikes were in his advantage, takedowns in his advantage. He just pretty much was winning the fight no matter where it went. Krylov, tried to be a little bit sneaky, but it just didn't work against Magomed. So this guy clearly has some hype behind him. I know Krylov is in like, the top. I don't know. I don't even think he's in the top 10 of the 205 division. He is? Yeah. I don't know what his ranking was coming into this fight, but clearly they're going to give him a solid number eight.
Yeah.
Yeah. Clearly they're going to give him somebody that is super high in the rankings going forward. Definitely not
Smith,
OSP.
Maybe?
Yeah. Maybe an Anthony Smith. Maybe Dominic Reyes has a fight coming up, so not him. And
who's he fighting?
Dominic Reyes is fighting that European dude, the really
Yuri
athletic
Prochaska?
guy. Yeah, Yuri Prochaska. Yeah, and Dominic Reyes is going to sleep. Like, yo, I know you say an athlete, but like Yuri is a different kind of athlete, bro.
No, Dom. I think this is gonna be his comeback win, bro. That's
hell no. Dom's going to sleep, bro. Like, I've seen the way Yuri fights. I'm like, yo, this is levels of athleticism, bro. He's not on Yuri's level. But then again, Jan Blachowicz, the way he beat Dominic Reyes, the guy's not even an athlete. I don't know what Jan has, but like he got that sauce.
Bro, I told you, Polish sausage, pierogies. There's just nothing else in his diet, and that just gives you the ultimate power. I just don't understand.
Luke Rockhold, way more athletic than Jan Blachowicz. Corey Anderson, probably more athletic than Jan Blachowicz.
No, but
Dominic Reyes, probably more athletic than Jan Blachowicz. But guess what? They're going to sleep, buddy.
Yeah, but but Anthony Smith said something. He's like, yo, Jan slows the pace down. He makes you fight at his pace. He doesn't usually let the other person dictate. So with Dom was getting lulled into coming into hook range. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, he wouldn't fight with Dom, and then he would be blasting Dom with body kicks from the distance. So he comes in closer to close it and not eat those kicks. Then you get hit with hooks. You know what I mean? Almost every single Blachowicz KO comes from a hook. Like, it's just like he's in close, boom. Rockhold, boom. Corey, boom. Dom, boom. It's like every single time you come in, that's usually his left hook that it usually ends the night. But it's, you know.
Yeah, in terms of Magomed, I think everybody is pretty much booked. Like, because Thiago Santos has a fight booked. Rakic is facing Santos. Then we got Yuri and we got Reyes. We got obviously Jan Blachowicz and Adesanya. The only guy that I think is like available right now might be Glover Teixeira and Anthony Smith.
Yeah,
I guess
Glover
one of those two guys. But Glover is not. Yeah, Glover is not taking any fights soon. He's just gonna wait to get his title shot. But yeah, I guess Anthony Smith it is. That would be the next in line. But we'll move on.
Yeah. So Biggie boy, shitty boy, wasteman boy, piece of shit boy versus Cyril Benjamin Gane. Listen, guys, there's not much that you could say. Just look at the strikes. He had double Rozenstuik's output, landed 3 times the amount of strikes. Okay, 2 point something, close to 3. But you know, like, there's not much you can say. You know, Biggie boy, I was waiting. I was like, okay, maybe he's taking every round off. 5th round, niggas coming, guns blazing. Nothing. I'm like, yo, Biggie boy, what's going through your mind, bro? Bisping was trying to, he's like, Bisping, all the comment, yo, you got to do something, man. You're not going to just stand outside and get picked apart by Cyril Gane. Like, what are you doing? Are you going to shoot for a takedown? Do something, bro. Like, you can't just sit there for 5 rounds, get jabbed to death, leg kicked to death, and do nothing about it. I was so pissed off watching this fight from Jairzinho. Honestly, if I was Dana White, I'm like, get this bum out of here, bro. How do you throw, like, oh.
This is number 1 bullshit.
To me, if you're losing the fight, right, and Bisping said it, he's like, why do you want to lose a point fighting match and not give yourself a chance to win? You're already down 3 rounds in the 3rd round. 4th round, Bisping and everyone else is like, okay, maybe Jairzinho's going to turn it up, try to get the KO. Nothing. 5th round, we're like, all right, yo, it's finally time. He saved up all his gas. Nothing. I'm like, yo, this nigga's actually cheesing me. I'm like, this is a heavyweight fight. You're the main event, and you use that time to basically preserve your cardio. Did he think there was a 6th round? Did he think there was a 7th? Like, I'm just... Oh, Cyril Gane.
He was reserving his gas tank for the 6th round, fam.
Bro, this nigga cheese me. But Cyril Gane, I have never seen a fighter with this level of experience be this good. He's 8-0, and the way his distance control, his footwork, his gas.
He said he started training MMA 3 years ago. Just keep that in mind.
No, it's 5. It was 5.
5? My bad.
Yeah,
whatever. It's not long.
Yeah. Like, I was so impressed. His wrestling, his takedowns, he almost did a submission standing up. I was like, bro, this guy's different, man. He's a very
one thing I'll say, I honestly don't even know if Cyril Gane can do a rear naked choke. His biceps are so big. I'm like, dude, I don't even know if he can fit his arm under someone's neck, dog.
And I saw he's like 6'6", bro, because Jairzinho's 6'4". He looked way bigger than Jairzinho.
Yeah, this guy was tall, bro. Like, that's crazy. And the way he moves too, guy moves like a lightweight. I'm like, yo.
A light heavyweight. This guy said lightweight, bro. Come on. doesn't move like Dustin Poirier, bro. Come on, bro. But
You'd be surprised. You'd be surprised.
Yeah. So I was super impressed by Cyril. You know, but how's he gonna fare against another striker like Volkov? That's gonna be the real test for Cyril Gane. If he can get through Volkov, because he can point fight like this bullshit against Francis or someone else. Francis will not let you do this. Francis will actually move forward, doesn't care if he gets KO'd. But I think the best fight for Cyril Gane next is Volkov, because that will be the true test of his stand-up credentials. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
If you're a stand-up kickboxer, face the biggie boy, shitty boy, wasteman will cut that nigga boy. Cheese me today. But yeah, so I think that's next for Cyril Gane. Jairzinho, maybe go face I don't know. Give him some unranked heavyweight and get him out of my sight. Don't even put him on the main card. Put him on the prelims. The first fight of the early prelims. That's where you put Jairzinho, because that's how much he pissed me off. So he gets no attention.
I honestly agree. Like, it was incredibly strange watching Rozenstruik. I was like, yo, what is he saying? Like, and the thing is, like, it's not like he was gassed, because, like, how many strikes did he throw? 111? Like, you know what I mean? Over 5 rounds, that's like how many strikes around. That's like what, 20 strikes around, pretty much average. Throwing 20 strikes over 5 minutes.
And you get a minute off in between.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like,
1,
it's not.
2, 3,
that's
4,
not like
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. All right, give me a minute. All right.
That's pretty much where it was. And the thing is, it was like he was bouncing on his feet, like going in and out and stuff. Guy was just plodding. Flat-footed, step, right?
No head movement, flat-footed, not throwing anything. I'm like, Jairzinho, oh my God, bro.
Bro, the thing is, he had probably bare gas left in the tank. But then again, I don't have a guy like Cyril Gane standing right in front of me. Plus, they say the last time he faced somebody with the same size as Gane, the guy put him to sleep. His name was Gane. So, like,
yeah, but you know you're losing though. Like,
no,
this
I get it, but then again,
losing.
When people say go for broke, you're like telling the guys like, "Yo, go get knocked out, fam." It's like, yeah,
no, but if you truly believe in your ability to get the job done, who cares if you get knocked out? Like, I'm being dead. You're down for okay. So Asher, let's put it this way. Imagine, I'll put a soccer analogy here. You're down 2-1. It's the 90th minute, right? And you can either push everyone forward, or you can just say, just leave the striker and the other 2 wingers up there. Ooh, in their right mind. Yes, the consequences are vastly different. One, you end up in the hospital. The other one, you lose the game. But you understand what I'm saying. You got to go for broke if you're already losing. You're already going to lose. It's either that or just step off the stool and say, fuck it. I'm not going to go into the 5th round, throw in the towel. That's basically what the nigga did.
No, I know. Obviously, his coaches would have probably told him, like, yo, like,
bro, like, you got to do something.
Yeah, because the coaches were saying it, the commentators were saying it. It's like, yo, it's pretty much an L. So it's up to you whether or not you want to get this dub. Go out there and get it. He didn't get it. So I don't know what's next for Rozenstruik now. I think who's he gonna face? So there's Volkov, there's Derek Lewis.
Oh my God, I don't want to see Volkov versus Rozenstruik. That'd just be that he would get the shit beaten out of him.
Yeah, and I definitely don't want to see Lewis versus Volkov too, because that fight was crazy. Lewis getting shit kicked out of him, and then all of a sudden, last 10 seconds, let's go. So actually, you know what a good fight would be? Rozenstruik versus Overeem too, because Overeem was winning that fight clearly, and then we don't have to make it a 5-round fight this time.
I don't need to see that, bro. I'm sorry, I don't need to see that. I don't need to see Rozenstruik given any more credit than I give him some bum that we don't.
It is what it is.
Give him some bum we don't care about. Get him out of our sights. He's disgusting. I'm joking. I'm actually being way too critical. But listen, I'm being harsh because I know that he can do way better. You feel me? Like, I'm like, bro, you could have easily switched it up. You start pushing forward and throwing heavy kicks. Do something. Start blasting gun to the body. Do something, bro. It's not working. Right? It's not working. If you're a wrestler, you're trying to take this guy down, and you end up getting gassed. Like, all right, let's just stand up, bro. Like, takedown's not working. Right? Mix it up. And Jairzinho just thinks, I'm just a kickboxer. I had 80 whatever kickboxing fights. If fight's not going my way, I'm just gonna stand there and lose. I'm like, dude, come on, bro. You gotta have a better game plan than that. But anyways.
Yeah, it is what it is. He took an L. Like, he should have fought better, but clearly Mans didn't learn his lesson. But anyways, guys, what do you think about the fights? Who do you think's next for Rozenstruik? Who do you think's next for Cyril Gane? Obviously, we got the heavyweight fight coming up next month. So March, I think it's March 28th is when they're fighting. So at the end of March, Stipe is going to be facing Ngannou. So we're going to find out who the champ is going to be of the heavyweight division then. But in the meantime, we got John Jones also waiting in the wings. He was tweeting saying that, like, these guys can't be waiting like this in the octagon to Gane because Daddy's coming home. Something along those lines. I can't remember the full tweet, but
John is hilarious, man.
but yeah, that made me laugh. Even the commentary team were saying that was a good one. But I don't know, bro. With Gane lurking like that guy, I'm not saying he's gonna beat Jones. I'm not saying he's gonna beat Jones, but
Let's relax on Gane. Let's relax on Gane. John Jones would beat the shit out of Gane. I'm telling you right now, John Jones would beat the shit out of Cyril Gane. He just move forward, take the nigga down, eat him for 1 or 2 shots, and then it's game over. Elbow blast city. You know what I'm saying? Like I think it's either I think you give Gane either Curtis Blades or you give him Volkov. Those are the two that make sense to me.
or Derek Lewis too, right?
No,
Because Derek, no. Why
No.
you don't want Gane to get killed?
Derek, it's Black Beast. You do that bouncing hop step. You jab Derek. God killed, bro.
Derek getting pieced up 4th round straight, last 10 seconds. Black Beast, bro. Guy barely murders. Like literally just barely murder every time he knocks someone out, bro. Barely murder. Like yo.
Yeah,
he's one bomb away from actually murdering someone. It's crazy, bro.
Yeah, I know.
But,
yeah, guys. So let us know what you guys think. Like, comment, subscribe. We appreciate the engagement. Well over 2K followers on Instagram. We love you guys. Thanks. If you guys want to hop on the podcast, Gabe, we got to get you on soon again.
We'll get you on the preview because we got a big pay-per-view coming on, so we'll hit you up.
Yeah. All right. Take it easy, guys.
For later.
Let me know.